into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense will go on the attack first. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart, in last season's Egg Bowl, down 14-10 early, but the old Bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers, and when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real, the rivalry is real, so this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse-bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, David. 14 points in the first quarter. They just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. It wasn't enough to get them in the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Shapen. Snagged out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
But when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Gonna look downfield again. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline and one of these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And back to the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The kick is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage, what do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The give to the tailback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield at Simmons. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Thompson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Winston. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Mississippi State looking for the 4th down conversion. Trying to get it to the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The quick out. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Stribling. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Gotta be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wallace. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Stribling. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hobbs. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Off play action. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Taylor has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't full. They came down hard, quickly, got into the backfield, got the tackle for loss.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Thompson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Running back searching for a hole. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for space, it's Booth.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Mosley. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Trying play action. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Simmons. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
The Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to Stark Vegas. That will put the wrap on things from here for David